All right. Do, 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 do. Welcome, 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 welcome. It is great to see each and every one of you here. Happy Memorial Day weekend. It was very interesting when I was like, I'm really going to do this on Memorial Day. Yeah, let's do it. Let's have some healing opportunities. That is a fabulous thing. It is totally awesome. Welcome, each and every one of you. It is great to have you here. Happy Monday. Happy Memorial Day. I hope you all have had a very relaxing and easy Memorial Day weekend. It's always fun to have a 3-day weekend and try to remember which day is which, right? And then we continue that when we go back to our regularly scheduled day tomorrow. So, hey, Jill, it's great to see you. Hey, Melissa, Sheeny, Joe, Eva, it is great to see all of you. Hey, Jamie. This is an awesome claim of truth this particular week. You know, I really try to get the claim of truth soon after the healing circle ends, because it's an opportunity for anybody who's interested to start using the claim of truth in their daily practice or in their life, and kind of see how the claim of truth shows up. And when I have to be honest with you guys, when I got this claim of truth, I was kind of like, oh dear. Woo, this one has been very interesting. So I'm glad to have you all here. And we're going to have some fun tonight. And we're going to have some awesomeness. There's kind of a meditation that has shown up, so hopefully that'll continue to show up. So casting a circle of light, specifying that only Source, Creator God, my healing team, and support teams as needed be present for tonight's Claims of Truth Healing Circle, where we are going to be talking about the claim of truth I am seeing with the eyes of the Christ. I am seeing with the eyes of the Christ. And we are going to be blessing all of those who have served, and we are going to be gifting ourselves, healing ourselves, gifting others, and of course gifting the field. So may it be with the blessing of Source that we have a fabulous time tonight, perhaps learn some new things, do a lot of healing, and trust more in all that shows up. Love more as everything shows up, and just keep blessing it all. And with that, we say amen and aho. So, as I said, tonight's claim of truth is I am seeing with the eyes of the Christ. It has been another opportunity for me to be like, what the heck? So if you all have had any experiences with this, if you have played with the claim of truth and said, oh, wow, this is what, I had the experience of, please feel free to put it in the chat. I believe everyone can see the chat. Everyone can participate in the chat. So yay, that's an awesome thing. So for me, I have continually, I started reading these books. I started reading I Am the Word in 2016, and I would read a few pages and fall asleep, and read a few more pages and fall asleep. And I used to be like, what in the world is going on here? And part of it was just the healing in process, because in 2016 there was a lot going on. These books were and still are very healing texts. You can actually pick up the texts and any one of the books, and this is the book that I was using this time, you can pick up the book and you can actually just put it on your chest and allow the healing to happen. But when I first read the books, there was a lot of healing going on. And to be honest with you, when I picked up the books, I got really triggered by anything that said Christ. Now, I was actually chose to be Catholic when I was 12 years old. My mom was Baptist, my dad was Catholic, and they didn't choose for me. I chose. And so I was Catholic until basically when I met my husband, and my husband is Jewish. And at some point I was just like, oh, I love the idea of being Jewish. It really resonated for me, and I converted. And then all of a sudden I was really triggered by all these Christ, Christ, Christ everywhere. And so for this to be the claim of truth, this healing circle was an awesome opportunity for me to really dive into what is it about this claim of truth? What is actually seeing with the eyes of the Christ? What does that actually mean? And how can I heal all the stuff that is in me that keeps me from seeing with the eyes of the Christ, that keeps me from understanding what it all is? So, the eyes of the Christ is the Christ consciousness frequency. It is electric blue. That Christ consciousness frequency, we often refer to it as the forgiveness frequency. Although we usually say after that there really is nothing to forgive, that everything is divinely perfect, happens exactly as it was planned, but we all get stuck in it couldn't possibly be that. And so forgiveness is a great frequency. And there are lots of forgiveness frequency, that Christ consciousness coming in. There is also loads of love and rapture and union frequency coming in, and it's always there, it's always available. You all are welcome to ask for it and know that you are receiving it at any time. I can just tell you that right now I've been filling the container that is the healing circle up with loads of Christ consciousness, loads of love, loads of trust, trust, trust. So, seeing with the eyes of the Christ, seeing with love, seeing with forgiveness, being in a neutral space. And in the Book of Mastery, they actually talk about this: seeing without judgment, without fear, and no investment in being right or making another wrong. Seeing without judgment, seeing without fear, and seeing without any investment in being right or making another wrong. How does that sit? I invite you to just take a moment and go, what does that feel like? Jill, I love that. Um, After you read my post about this claim of truth, that opportunities all of a sudden showed up, right? Like, oh my gosh, I could have been using this a whole lot more. And there are lots of opportunities when you start to go, oh, okay, let's break it down. Let's make it really easy. That's what I had to do. I had to be like, okay, I'm just going to see things without judgment. Because that whole fear thing, and then with no investment of being right, let me just work with one thing at a time, right? Seeing without judgment. And I had an awesome opportunity this week to see without judgment. And oh my gosh, I so wanted to judge. I had so many great statements to make. Come on, man, let me make them, let me make them. And then going, oh no, I'm seeing without judgment. All right, I am seeing with the eyes of the Christ. Okay. Whew. Hey, Danielle, it is great to see you. What I was just talking about is that the claim of truth that we're using tonight, I am seeing with the eyes of the Christ, actually means seeing without judgment, seeing without fear, and seeing without any investment in being right or making another wrong. So I have to say, I did get kind of through the judgment piece. And once I got through the judgment piece, I was like, oh, but look at all the fear that's showing up, all the fear that's like, well, if I don't defend my position, if I don't respond, then they are going to think, fill in the blank with all sorts of things that other people are going to respond with. And I had this awareness of, my higher self was like, but what if that doesn't happen? What if that fear actually is not real? And so I had an opportunity to like go, what if it's not real? What if fear actually isn't there? What if it's not actually there? So a couple days went by, and then I really, really, really wanted to be right. I really, really, really wanted to be right. Oh my gosh, is that anybody else? Like, does anybody else want to defend their position? But you have to understand. But what about this? Well, you see, this is what I was thinking, and this is where I was going, and you missed this point. And what about that thing? I've had so many conversations with myself on this simple sentence. I am seeing with the eyes of the Christ. Holy cow, how many words is that? I am seeing with the eyes of the Christ. Less than 10 words, man. Transformational. While we're sitting here talking, everybody is getting a healing on judgment, on fear, and on the places where we want to defend our position, where we definitely want to be right or at least prove the other person is wrong. If I can't be right, let me just tell you how you're wrong. It's really cool. Really, really cool. And then I just want to share this with you. This is something I noticed about this claim of truth. There are actually lots of places in all of the books where they talk about this claim of truth, and sort of they change the words just a little bit and add a word here and add a word there. In fact, in the book of Mastery, I think it's the 4th chapter, chapter 4, day 8, the entire chapter is I see with the eyes of the Christ. The entire chapter, just in case you want more of this stuff. And there's some really fabulous stuff. But what I noticed was they said, with the eyes of the Christ, not through the eyes of the Christ. With the eyes of the Christ, not through the eyes of Christ. I haven't actually gotten any fabulous information on that, so feel free to explore that for yourself. I am seeing through the eyes of the Christ versus I am seeing with the eyes of the Christ. Just a little note, just in case you're interested. So, who would like to have some fun? Close your eyes if you can. If you're in a place where you can close your eyes and tune in, try that. Tune into you. That's who you're tuning into. Tune into yourself. Take a moment. Maybe you take a breath and you just like, okay, let me just settle in here. Repeat the phrase. Repeat the claim of truth. I am seeing with the eyes of the Christ. I am seeing with the eyes of the Christ. I am seeing with the eyes of the Christ. Notice what you notice. You may, as you're sitting there, repeating that claim of truth, I am seeing with the eyes of the Christ. You may notice something going on in your body. You might notice your heart is speeding up, or perhaps it's slowing down. You may notice a calmness that comes over you, that it just settles from the top of your head and comes down over your body. Ask for more knowing. Ask for more peace. I am seeing with the eyes of the Christ. May I know more peace. May I know more grace. Whatever it is that you would like more of. Some of us are in a place where we're asking for more union. We're asking for more love. All of that is coming in. As you ask for it, it is given. It is always given. Not that we always know that it's given. Not that we always trust that it is given. It is given. Period, period, period. Perhaps you would like more wonder. I am seeing with the eyes of the Christ. May it be more wonder. As you're sitting there, feel free to ask where you have a block, where you are stuck. Perhaps you have an awareness of some stuckness. Perhaps it's that heart that's beating a tad bit fast, and you can feel that fear coming up. Perhaps as you sit, you have your brain ticking off all of your judgments. Yes, let me hear more of that. Of course, we're busy reassigning beings and clearing karma and agreements and helping you with all of the things that you came here tonight to work on, whatever it is. If you have an awareness of the block and you want to put it in the chat, you might have to open your eyes. You can certainly do that. But you can also speak it right out loud where you are and know that it is being worked on. Because in truth, that is how the quantum field works. And the quantum field is all around us all of the time. It's this part that we call air is air, and it is the quantum field. And it is filled with lines of communication. And when you speak, it is always given. Perhaps you notice some judgment, you notice some fear, you notice some defending your position. Jill, your sternum in your throat. Oh, yeah. Jill, you're not alone. There are a lot of sternums and a lot of throats asking for help. A lot of frontal lobes. Somebody's got their ovaries lighting up. Third eye. Temporal lobes. Ah, Eva, you're that third eye. Yeah. Yep, Danielle, we got you. We all have judgment, fear, and that wanting to be right or make others wrong. All of us, all of us. It's part of being here on this planet. And what we want to do is just keep moving more of it. And when we see it, being cognizant of it, but being loving with ourselves, because, wow, it's not easy being here on this planet. And if you have an awareness of it, like you just watched a big flare up of judgment show up, you can just say, oh, I'm seeing with the eyes of the Christ. I'm seeing with the eyes of the Christ. I'm seeing with the eyes of the Christ. Oh my God, but really? Why did they wear that? I'm seeing with the eyes of the Christ. I'm seeing with the eyes of the Christ. I'm seeing with the eyes of the Christ. It might take a dozen times. And the super cool thing to remember is that as we heal it in ourselves, we are healing it in the field as well. There isn't a single time that you are healing something in yourself and not healing the field around you. It's so freaking cool. I feel like it's the fail safe. Like Source put in that fail safe. Like, okay, every time they heal themselves, it's going to heal something out there. And that's the way we're going to make sure it all gets transformed. When you work on yourself, the world changes. And everybody is getting a healing on all the places that just lit up, saying, That can't be true. Oh, you don't know that. I'm not enough. How could I be doing that? Or any other version that shows up for you. When we heal you, the world changes. When I heal me, the world changes. It's not a different rule for me than you or the person who lives across the street from me. Transformation. Okay, anybody have anything with that? Anything else that showed up that you would like some support with? You have any questions, any comments, any, oh my gosh, what is going on with my fill in the blank? Lots of inspiration frequency coming in, lots of transformation frequency, more gratitude, 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 more truth frequency, more trust. I don't know about you guys, but I'm signing up for the regular subscription, daily subscription of trust, 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 trust. Can you do that? Yes. Yo, higher self, put me on a regular injection of trust. Absolutely. No rules. Okay. Y'all ready? Take a moment and see yourself sitting somewhere peaceful. What's peaceful look like to you? What does peace look like to you? So peace might look like you're sitting at the beach and the waves are rolling in, and every once in a while you hear the birds. Peace might look like you're sitting in the middle of a wooded area and you can hear the birds or smell the pine needles. Somebody here is sitting in a really comfortable chair, like a lazy boy chair, and they have headphones on and they're listening to classical music. Now that could be Robin, but it also feels like there are a couple other of you that are just like, yeah, that's my peaceful place. Wherever it is, however it shows up. You might be high in the mountains. Maybe your peaceful place is going diving. Somebody there, somebody really likes that. You're in your peaceful place. And you are surrounded with light. Now, not bright light like all of the lights are shining on you and you are in the middle of a concert with all the attention paid on you, but a soft, beautiful, loving light. This light that you feel, that you are aware of, that you see, is all around and is very healing. It is just the right temperature, just the right brightness, perfectly designed for you, because it is. Each of you has designed this space just for you, exactly what you need. Peace is many colors of violet. So you may have an awareness of that. You may have an awareness of the gold that is present. It's a lot of gold. Some of it looks like gold shimmers. Some of it looks like gold sparkles. I really like the shimmer. You may have an awareness of some silver, a trust frequency. You may have an awareness of the beam of light. Once again, exactly the brightness that works for you. And as you sit there, that light is releasing what no longer works for you. Those frequencies that you have been saying, this is so heavy, this is so much to carry. May look like pain. It might look like unworthiness. It might look like fear of any number of things. While you're sitting here, ask for what you want more of. And if you're somebody who immediately went to, I'd like more money, ask for more abundance. I'd like to be less angry. Ask for more joy. I'd like less pain. Ask for more realization. Ask for more magic. Ask for more grace. And as you ask, watch that beam of light spread out. It's spreading out beyond you. It just keeps filling up with those frequencies that you're asking for more love, for more peace, more trust, more wonder. Wonder is a great frequency. More clarity, more knowing. I'm watching you guys, watching your spaces keep moving outward more and more and more. It's what's always been true about each and every one of us. That as we ask for what we want, ask for what we need from an energetic place, we expand, we grow, we shine more brightly. Now, if you notice that as you're doing this, that you're yawning, ask for more inspiration frequency to help with the unconsciousness, because that's what your higher self is telling you. I was doing this earlier today and I was like, yawn, yawn, yawn. Okay, I got it. Move more unconsciousness. If you find yourself getting a little pissed off, a little impatient, chop, chop, let's get going. Ask for more healing on that. There are lots of harmonics coming into your space. If you have an awareness of it, you might find yourself kind of humming or having an awareness of musical notes, musical symbols. You might be somewhere in your head starting to sing a song. It might not even make sense. I've done this and started singing Old MacDonald. Not sure what the message was, but I just kept trusting, trusting, trusting. Yeah, look at you guys go. Awesome. I am seeing with the eyes of the Christ. This is that space where you can see with the eyes of the Christ, where you can see with less judgment, where you can see with less fear. Now, there are a number of you that are busy going, oh, but I don't have it perfect. Not going for perfect, just going for less judgment, less fear, less need to defend a position. Yes, please, thank you. Very cool. Christina says she can feel her heart starting to go up and then starting to slow down and then starting to go up and starting to come back down. That's awesome awareness. And you're watching the healing in process, right? That like, oh, wait, there's the fear. Oh, there it goes. Oh, look, there's some of that judgment. Oh, look, there it goes. It's really quite cool. It's something we always have access to. But if you're like me, you're busy in your daily life and you don't always stop and go, oh, wait. That's something that's healing. Yes. I'd like you to put out your hand. You can put out your energetic hand if you're busy doing something, or you can put out your physical hand, right hand, left hand, doesn't matter. In your hand, you're receiving a gift. Now, how I saw them earlier was they were all gifts of nature. I was seeing leaves and flowers and shells and crystals. But you might have an awareness of something else. Remember, your higher self talks to you in the way that you can understand. So don't doubt it. Trust whatever you have an awareness of. Somebody has a feather. All right, Eva, it's got a baby turtle. That baby turtle, Eva, looks like it is crystalline rather than a turtle that is alive. A crystalline turtle. That's such a cool gift. And you could take that gift, whether you're aware of what it is or not, whether you doubt it or not, and put it in your chest, on your heart, in your sternum. Jill, a dozen red roses. That is awesome. You know, Jill, what I love about a dozen of anything is that 12, 12, 12 helps heal judgment. So yes, please. And if you ever find yourself like looking at the clock and it's 12:12, say, yes, thank you. Heal more judgment. Christina, it's perfect. You're doing a fabulous job. So, whether you have an awareness of your gift or not, you all received gifts. Some of you did get leaves. They look like they're just gold leaves, silver leaves, leaves that look like sapphire colored. And everything is going into your sternum. This is where your energetic heart resides, right in the middle of your chest. Right there. Heal enough of that, and we get to that place of neutral. And can you believe it? Seeing through the eyes of the Christ becomes easy. Feel free, hold out your hand again. You can hold out the same hand. You can hold out a different hand. You can hold out both hands. Is that being greedy? No. These gifts, or this gift, depending on how many you got, is for someone else. So as you sit in your place of peace, getting an amazing healing, you have a gift for somebody else. You are welcome to give it to anyone you want. No rules. You can give it to somebody you have some judgment about. You can give it to somebody that you don't have judgment about. Just gift, gift, gift. Gift, gift, gift. Gift, 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 gift. It's that easy. Wow. So those gifts that you gave, regardless of who you gave them to, Those people turned around and gift someone else, who then turn around and gift someone else. That's how gifting works. That's how we transform the world. Gift, gift, gift. How are y'all doing? Loving that light? Yes. Those crystals are gorgeous. Yeah, that little sleepy. Just go unconscious. Go unconscious. More inspiration, more inspiration, more inspiration. Yes. It's beautiful. So I thought this was really cool. You all are just going to continue to sit in your light. You're welcome to stay there. But I wanted to share this thought with you. I thought this was a really fascinating thought. Let's see if I still have it. I do have it marked. This is from page 153 in the Book of Mastery. And somebody asked a question about the people that they work with and how you see those people. And so they're answering, the guides, Melchizedek, are answering this question. It says, when you discuss the ones you work with, do it in ways that value the integrity of who they truly are and not the distortion they may be operating in. When you honor the distortion, you reinforce the distortion. So if you're somebody who, maybe you're sitting around at the water cooler. I don't know that we do that anymore, but you're sitting around and you're talking about, oh my God, did you see what so-and-so did? And my boss did this and my boss did that. And it's not of the highest frequency. That's what they're talking about. They're talking about how we're looking, and I do say we because I do this, we're looking at their distortions. We're looking at the things that are not the truth of them. And so instead of looking at their distortions, we want to look at who they are in truth. Who they are in truth. How about that? Like, in truth, who they are as Source Creator God sees them. Who they are in truth. That one was a, How many times have I looked at their low frequencies and judged them? How many times have I looked at their fear and made a comment about that? How many times have I responded to somebody else's need to be right? Ooh, okay. Yes, thank you very much. I am happy to take a healing on that. Isn't that one an interesting one to see? I want to see people in their truth. I want to see them with the eyes of the Christ. I don't want to pay attention to their distortions. Heal their distortions, heal their fears, heal their judgments. All that. Heal that. Yes. I thought that was really powerful. Okay. more gifts coming in. Stars coming in. Magic wands coming in. I was just sitting here going, okay, well, it's Memorial Day. Are we going to do flags? And they're like, no flags. But here's stars. And here's magic wands that are kind of like the stripes. Stars and magic wands. Now there's something I can get behind. That's an awesome thing. So, if you know a family that has someone who has served, doesn't have to be the U.S., can be anywhere. I know, Jenny, you are on, and your husband served. You have probably a large number of people who have served. Feel free. You can put it in the chat. You can just say it to yourself. I am getting awesome healings, so thank you, Jamie. Healings, 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 healings. Healings, 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 healings. Jamie, we are happy to give you a healing. More wonder, wonder, wonder for everybody, where they feel a little lost, feel like they don't have enough information. And if you know someone who has served, we are blessing them, their families. Memorial Day is actually for those that have, those who have died, but we're blessing their families. Blessing, blessing, blessing. And you can speak their names to yourself, to your higher self. Bless, bless, bless. Gratitude, 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 gratitude. Do, 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 do. Union, union, union. Reclamation, 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 reclaiming them. If you have something you would like healed, feel free to put it in the chat. Wow, it's getting hot in here. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. More freedom frequency. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Freedom is ruby red. Helps clear us of control energies. More worthiness, worthiness, worthiness. That's sapphire blue. Dee, dee. Dee, 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 dee. That worthiness, man, that serious plague on the planet. I've got lots of that. Unworthiness. Orcs coming in. Rainbows. More joy, more joy, more So, for those of you who are looking to do more healing, I encourage you to pick up one of the books channeled by Paul Selig. There are now 10 books. Doesn't matter which one you start in. Doesn't matter how you read it. There are many of us that pick up the book and read it like a regular book. Start at the beginning and just read it through. And some of us read it through at the speed of a fiction book, and some of us read it at the speed of a snail walking down the page. You may read it like you're just opening a page and reading what is there for you. You may read it from any way you want. There is no right way to read these books. There is no right way to access any of the information that is here. Reading the book as a book, listening to the audio, reading it on a Kindle versus a book, it matters not. It is however it shows up for you. All of the books are overlaid with healing information. Every word in them is healing. You can open the book and say the same word over and over again, and it is a healing. You can read the same book. I've actually read this book 4 times, and each time you're getting more healing. There's more available. You can listen to Paul's talks. Healings there as well. It's amazing, amazing work. And there are lots of ways to put it into your life. This healing circle is just one. I encourage you, if you love the claims of truth, to join us on our Instagram page. If you know Joan, you can talk to her about Facebook, because we're constantly putting up claims of truth and reading claims of truth. There is the podcast that Joan and I finished at the beginning of this year, where we read the book The Kingdom. I'm still waiting for the information to come in about doing another podcast. Sometimes it shows up with the Book of Mastery. I will definitely let you know. If you are in any of Karen Torres's classes, there is a program on the Facebook page where we actually read the Book of Love and Creation, and we can point you towards that. There's a lot of opportunities for healings. There's a lot of places where you can continue to go up, up, up in frequency and expand that light that you are. You're already that light that we did earlier. I was just making you aware of your own light. You carry that everywhere you go. It is always present, and it is always enveloping everybody who is around you. Your light does not just extend as far as your hands can reach. Your light extends so much farther. And when you speak, it goes out into the field and is picked up by the plants and the animals and just keeps moving and moving through. That's how we're changing the world. That's how the world is transforming. Doesn't always look like that, but that is the truth of who each and every one of you are. I didn't get that when I first started with this work, but I see it now all the time. I see it all the time. I see who you are. I know what you are. And I know how each and every one of you serve. I am truly so grateful for each and every one of you who show up every other Monday night to join me here at the Healing Circle, the Claims of Truth Healing Circle. It is a beautiful opportunity for us to just keep shining our light, shining our light, shining our light, and trusting that it's all happening exactly as it was designed to. So I want to thank you for taking your Monday night, your Memorial Day, to join me in working on ourselves and working on others and working on the field, because we're always doing that. I actually truly love and bless each and every one of you as I seal the field unto the light of that one true source creator God, who has gifted us with all of these high frequencies, this love, this wonder, this magic, this joy, and this ability to know ourselves in truth, this opportunity to see everything with the eyes of the Christ. I thank my healing team. I thank all the support teams. And most definitely, I thank each and every one of you for who you are, who you've always been. I love and bless you. And if there's anything at all that I can do for you between now and 2 weeks, please send me a message on Facebook, on Instagram, text me. Know that I am there for you and I love each and every one of you. Thank you. Have a great evening.